On the chart like a priest in the zone, praying to the wicks and the candles tone, sipping that slippage, feeling that FOMO, portfolio flex like it's early promo, sacrifice fiat, selling the pump, altars of alpha, wallets get plump, lunar eclipse, my stop loss missed, and I'm baptized in that bullish bliss. Oh moon gods, bring us the gains, light up the sky, burn off our chains, bring us the gains. Eyes wide shut, undefine with the play, spirit in sync with the market's phase. Confluence hit, I go full send, Lambo dreams that never end. Fibonacci carved in stone, sacred trend lines, bullish tone. Chart prime whispers in my ear, take the trade, release the fear. Burn the down, cleanse the wick, let the dead be real quick. Oh moon gods, bring us the gains, gains, the bulls break all our chains. To the moon with crypto flames. Oh moon gods, bring us the gain. Eyes on the chart like a priest in the zone, pray to the wicks and the candles tone, sipping that slippage, feeling that FOMO, portfolio flex like it's early promo, sacrifice fiat, selling the pump, altars of alpha, whales get plump, lunar eclipse, my stop loss missed, now I'm baptized in that bullish bliss. Oh moon gods, bring us the gains, gains, and the bulls break all our chains. To the moon with crypto flames. Oh moon gods, bring us the gain.
Oh, moon gods, bring us the gains. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. We've got Bitcoin on the move right now, getting a little bit of a push. After a down day, we had another semi-fake out to the upside. I saw these lows getting built up in here. I talk about this all the time. Anytime I see the just slow grind to the upside, all I see is built up liquidity, built up stop losses, and so that is what that is the reason why I took some shorts today. And yeah, so played out pretty well. I actually got out a little early. I got out here instead of down here, which is fine. Fine by me. Still got the gains, and that's all that really matters. In the end, that's all that really matters. But how's it going, guys? It is Thursday, December 18th at 10:06 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have the Japan rate decision, which we are expecting for them to raise rates by 0.25%. Still have not gotten word of what it is, so still waiting on that. And I'm pretty sure it's going to come out as that 0.25% raise hike, and maybe it. So this could actually be bullish more long term, but I do think it is short term bearish. What's going on? Hey, Trade Intuition. What's going on, bro? How you doing? Thank you for being here. We've got thank you for sending the people over. Greatly appreciate it. Trade Intuition Raid. How's it going? David Gelfin. Good evening. Good evening. West Saldivar. How you doing? Thank you for being here. Trade Intuition Raid. How's your night going, sir? My night's going well. My night's going well. Has Japan announced yet? Nope, not yet. Still waiting. Let me reload the tab. I'm pretty sure it is gonna be the hike. I doubt that it wouldn't be. Yeah, still nothing here at least. I can check out the Forex factory. Bright light. Where's calendar? Tuesday. This is a weekly. Here we go. BOJ rate. Nothing here yet. So yeah, we are still just awaiting. But I don't see why they wouldn't raise, why they wouldn't hike. But let's see. Let's see. Okay, here we go. Explanation. Short-term selling pressure. Even though most headlines focus on short-term selling pressure, investors think that could be bullish for Bitcoin. What's happening in Japan? The Bank of Japan has kept interest rates very low, near 0% or negative for decades to stimulate growth. In 2025, the BOJ is raising rates, the first significant tightening in years, with markets now pricing in a hike to around 0.75% from about 0.5%, the highest in decades. Higher interest rate, that must be nice. Higher interest rates in Japan typically strengthen the yen versus other currencies because investors earn more on yen-denominated assets. And this is why you get the yen carry trade. And this is why most people expect short-term Bitcoin pain. And that's because of the yen carry trade unwind. So for a long time, investors borrowed cheap yen and used the proceeds to buy risk assets like Bitcoin, U.S. stocks, etc. When Japan raises rates, borrowing yen becomes more expensive. So the strategy becomes less profitable, and then traders close those positions. To close, they often have to sell the risk assets like Bitcoin, which pushes prices down in the short term. So, historical examples show BTC has experienced significant pullbacks after previous BOJ hikes. Liquidity tightening, higher rates generally reduce global liquidity available for speculation. So less liquidity equals less money chasing risk assets like crypto. Even though it's just Japan, you're still shrinking the pool of liquidity regardless. And Bitcoin and crypto needs liquidity in order to see number go up. So the immediate reaction to BOJ tightening often looks bearish for Bitcoin. Even analysts are warning of volatility. We're already seeing a little bit of volatility, and we don't even have a decision yet. So we're getting a little bit of a push to the upside now. Let's see. Let's watch this candle between 86-259. Well, actually, my magnet tool wasn't on. So magnets in the chat for T.I. Joe. Yeah, getting into it tonight, I haven't even said good evening to the chat. Just give me 1 sec. Yeah, so basically we're in supply right now, back above this demand zone. And we can see if we'll see if we can hold it, but I don't know. Gotta be careful here. Gotta be careful here. Hopefully they drop the decision. But get your stuff together, Japan. What are you doing? Hopefully they drop the decision before I even leave the stream tonight. Speaking of the stream, let's say good evening to the chat. Good evening, all set. Thank you for being here. Shout out to Alexander G. I know she's not here, but she did pin the Discord link in the chat. Please be sure to join the Discord. JR, all set, and myself Have been going back and forth on the trades, and it's been fun. I enjoy it. It's awesome seeing participation in the Discord, and I appreciate you guys for your participation. We've got Trade Intuition. Good evening. West Salvador. Good evening. David Gelfin. Good evening. Hindi, go, go, go. Good morning, bro. Good morning, Hindi. Thank you for being here. Oh, we got Shep in the house. What's going on, Shep? How you doing? How you doing? JR in the house, the ninja himself. What's going on, bro? Thank you for being here. Fun. I enjoyed the engagement. Same. We should do it more. My limit buys are 82K to 84K. Not chasing yet. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't. Definitely wouldn't. Especially when looking at high time frame structure. It doesn't really look too great. And we are actually getting into a 4-hour fair value gap right now. Right here. Which we did the same yesterday. We cleared the gap. Cleared this one. Almost. Oh, we actually didn't clear it. And then we rolled over. Now, this is pretty neat. So if I take an anchored VWAP and put it on this swing low, let's take an anchored VWAP, put that right there. You can see we actually rejected that exact level today. Is it different on Blowfin? Because it was like right at the 4-hour. It was like right on top of it. Doesn't really matter. It's still rejected and closed below the swing anchored VWAP. Let's get back to the Bybit chart. So, to me, we got a 4-hour close below these lows over here. So I think that we might be looking at a good short op right now. Let's change up these fibs. Not financial advice, of course. Get rid of this. Get rid of this. Because now we have a new range from this high to this low. Cleared all of that. Let's drop down to the 15. Okay, so we can actually kind of tighten this up a little bit. There we go. And let's see what we do here. Okay, getting the bounce off of Asia Orb. Let's take a fixed range volume profile of this range. Just want to see under the hood, getting a bounce off of the point of control. We do have value area high up here and a high volume node up here, of course, because we got all these this cluster of candles over here. And that value area high is sitting at about $88,090. Getting a little bit overextended with money flow coming to the downside, or it's already on the downside, but looks like it's trying to push a little bit lower as we are pushing to the upside. Not really seeing anything that's like crazy bullish right now. To be expected. Zip still waiting. Looks like a solid rejection to me. Yep. Yeah, still nothing. What are y'all doing, Japan? All right, let's see. So we do have. So when you're looking at the volume profile, you've got to think of this as like a wave. Okay. Once you get on the top side of a wave, you're going to ride the wave down. Once you get to the top side of a wave and you get past the top side, you're going to ride the wave down. So you're going to ride the wave down. So we've gotten on the top side of the wave. So I would think that we would come down, especially right here where we have nothing but red, no white. So that is showing me an imbalance here. So I would be looking for a sweep of this high of course, into the supply and this imbalance right here, and that's right here at the 50% retracement. So let's see what price does if it gets up there. See if we get a nice rejection on the lower time frames. All the time frames really. High, low. 1 hour, how we looking? Not great. Now there is a chance that we do blast through that fair value gap. Oh, look at that. That's a perfect hourly FVG too. Okay. So I take this range because this was a liquidity wipe and this was a liquidity wipe. So I want to take this range in particular. Well, go back. Lock your fibs. Need to turn up my other levels in here. 0.382. 786. Those are extensions. Here we go. Boom. All right, now I can see my 886 and my 114. Perfect. All right, so let's see what we do. Are we going to come up in here, maybe get to this little notch right here, which is right at the golden pocket at 87,500 to about 87,700. So, but generally I'm looking at this zone with the absolute top side. Let's see if we can get this down. Let's go to the 15. Need to get rid of this so I can see. Last up candle. It's gonna be this one. Generally, I mean, this whole little push up before the drop, that's going to be heavy resistance right there. You break through that and we can start talking about maybe some higher prices, because if you're breaking through that, then you're also getting back above that swing low anchored VWAP, and which is currently curving towards the downside, which is showing that the big money is selling off, which should be kind of obvious. But I mean, see how just choppy and sloppy this price action is? This is very indicative of bear market price action. This is what I remember from last bear market. It was choppy, sloppy. It was constant pump and dumps. That's just how it goes in the bear markets. Chilling at the moment. Hope you're doing well. What's going on? What's up, Kelly? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Shep Pie. So we got Shepherd Pie. What is going on with the market? Looks like solid rejection. What is your southern voices? My southern voices? Would you like for me to speak southern? I like it sloppy. Cleaned out. What's going on, cleaned out? Good evening. Okay, I'll be watching the chart. Yeah. Yeah, so now let's anchor the last swing high. Ooh. Yeah. I mean, we're kind of converging here at about, we're at between 88.5 and 88.9, but call it 89. 88.5 to 88.9 or 89. It's right there at the 886 as well. Let's see. Let's turn on. Let's come over here. Is this chart prime? Yes, chart prime chart. Trying to have different charts for different reasons, different use cases. So this is going to be my chart prime chart, so I can look at market oracle. Let's see where that dynamic reactor is. If it'll load. There it goes. All right, so we're currently testing bearishly testing the 15-minute dynamic reactor. It's trying to get a push. Where's our VWAP? Okay, we're above VWAP. Our session, we're above the session VWAPs. So that's good. Where's my key levels? Okay, we got the previous week low right here at 87.5. And that's in that fair value gap as well. I don't know. We could be somewhat bullish. What are we doing here? TP1 on the long from the live. Heck yeah, bro. Let's go. Japan rate hike, nothing burger. Pretty much. RS Miller. What's going on, RS Miller? Thank you for showing up. Yes, it can go down more, but the alt prices are awesome, and I am scooping hard. Yeah, I just don't know. Taking their sweet time. Yeah, what's going on? Zippers Binder. What was that? Nothing burger. Oh, scooping hard. Yeah, I don't know. Still nothing. Tomorrow we have existing home sales. I don't know how much. I mean, it says it's high impact, but I mean, it could be. All right, what are we doing here? Let's go to 3-minute. Check out current price azione. See what we do at this high, if we can get to it. Block off supply. Oop, just tapped it and rejected. Here we go. Supply. Home sales will be up. They are flying off the market faster than they put up signs around here. I knew what you meant. Nothing to worry about, really. It literally will not go to zero. So if you're minimal or not leveraged, what to worry about? It depends. What do you mean by it? Altcoins? A lot of altcoins have gone to zero, and a lot of altcoins can and will go to zero. So really the what a lot of people in crypto need to, in my opinion, contend with is, are you going to be a builder in the space, or are you just trying to make money off of projects? A builder and a user, I should say. Because whether we like it or not, crypto is being adopted by institutions, by businesses, and crypto culture is very niche, and it's kind of kind of different. This has been a very different cycle than the last cycle. And if you want to be heavily involved in crypto, I mean that's perfectly fine. Getting a nice push here. Okay, just took that high. Let's see what we do here. Spike in volume. That's good. Above the session VWAP. What about the weekly? Okay, so we got the weekly VWAP sitting right here at 87.1. See if we reject either of these levels. We know where that FVG is. Yeah, I read this really long post the other day on Twitter from a crypto person really explaining where the industry is currently and why it feels like it's dead. And it's not because of price, but because, as crypto people, we've been used to being like outsiders. We've been used to fighting to for people to take us seriously and take the industry seriously. But now that that's here and it's actually happened and institutions are actually involved, a lot of people just kind of lose, lack of a better phrase, crypto kind of loses its, sex appeal, if you will. So, nah, we are degens. No closed casinos. Yeah, maybe not. I'd focus on ETF coins. If you're going to buy, at least they have the prospect of institutional money. Unknown DEX coins and stuff not on major exchanges. I wonder where the money will come from. Yeah, me too. I mean, that's the thing. It's like they'll be very niche and they'll be very very community driven. But the thing is like, unless you onboard more people into being like crypto native, most normies aren't just that, dude. Most normies are going to go about their day-to-day lives. Well, this is normies, not most. They're going to go about their day-to-day lives. They're going to be using blockchain without even knowing it. And that was always going to be the case. Just like before blockchain, we're using Visa and MasterCard without even knowing how they work, right? Same with the internet. Same with every new technology. Mass adoption means you don't even really know that it's there. It's kind of what it is. We got some nice volume here on this push. We're on top of this high, so might continue to push. 0.75 came in as expected. Good deal. All right, so currently rejecting the weekly VWAP. Let's see if it can get above it. A little too late. This would have been the nice VWAP slap right here. Too late for that, though. For me, hopefully, put ones in the chat if you are in a long. Put two in the chat if you're looking to short. Let me know. Let's see. They're building a brand new casino along the highway here in Tucson. Nice. Rejection incoming. Maybe. What's going on? Crystals. Yeah. I wonder what exchanges are thinking with the crazy blue wipeouts. Like they're talking about lots of traders who just gave crypto up. Yeah, I don't know. Traders, though, are traders. I mean, yes, we some of us in crypto are, crypto traders, but a lot of us we just trade. We just trade. We trade and we buy Bitcoin. There's some altcoins out there that some people like to invest in. I would say, like Kelly was saying earlier, like anything that's got like an ETF is probably, it's definitely something that to consider investing in. Whereas a lot of the altcoins, it's just like, it's just vaporware. It does nothing. Meme coins too. Like, we'll see. Getting a nice push. Nice push. All right, so we cleared that high. No SFP to this high. So now we're looking for rejection at golden pocket. It's not what I wanted to delete. I wanted to delete this. There we go. I guess I can get rid of that. So yeah, now we're looking for the golden pocket. The bottom side of New York orb. From earlier today. Spaceman. Where's my spaceman? Okay, so previous week low right here as well. Where's our value area high? Right about here. What if I go from just the top high? Oh, right there as well. Okay, here we go. It's pushing. It's pushing. It's pushing. Let's go to the 1 minute. Might do a paper trade because I don't have my stuff pulled up, unfortunately. I was a little late to the stream. It is what it is. Got here late. Was not able to set things up properly. This is when a nice visible range volume profile can come into play. I gotta change this. I gotta reset this. 200. It's good. I like the visible range volume profile because it'll update you in real time. You don't have to keep putting on the fixed range. TP3, heck yeah, let's go. What's going on? Wow, the 1 hour 200 EMA is at 88.333. My entry on Sol is 117.64. Double up the position, looks so god. Looks so good. What's going on? Flow Aaron? 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 All right, let's see. Are we getting a rejection? Not quite. Now remember, Asia does like to bring some pain. They do like to take liquidity and then run it to the other side. So let's be careful here. I mean, this is nice bullish price action. So this is what I like this because you come up, you come down, you come up, you come down, but you don't like overlap this previous move here. Come up, you come down, same here. You're getting the bounces off the highs and then you shoot up. It's not as like a slow grind. The only thing I'm looking at right now is some relatively equal lows here. That's pretty much the only concern I see. All right, we're getting rejection now at the golden pocket in the previous week low. See if we get a shift in market structure. I want to see us, like to see it take this low, close below it, create a fair value gap in the process. Okay, so we just back tested the weekly VWAP right here. So on a higher time frame, this is just a sweep. What's Solana doing? Okay, creating that fair value gap. $17 seconds. Volume coming in on this move down. We do have an FVG here. This is the 1 minute though. Keep that in mind. 2, 1. Tapping the midpoint of that FVG. Push up to here. Come on. Might be too bearish. So we did clear that low and close below it. Did we do it on Bitcoin? Yep. So we might see some continuation here. Let's see. This is one where I would definitely consider shorting on a pullback, which we are doing right now. We did bearishly engulf at the top here as well. This is the 1 minute. Let's go to the 3. How we looking? Ooh, nice big bearish engulfing on the 3. The 5. Nice big wick on the 5. Rejection at the weekly VWAP. 15. It's going to be the same story. 8 minutes left on the 15. getting a sweep here. And we did close above this high on the 15. We'll see if that means anything. But I mean, this is a pretty nasty wick. You see all these topside wicks have done nothing but push us down. Especially when we wick into key levels. She's crying. Vector candle and up again, potentially. Vector candle. I gotta fix this. Here we go. Pulling down. This is the llama pattern. I don't know. Nice bearish engulfing. Let's go to the 1. Oh, yeah. Fair value gap that was created on the break of the low. Push back into the fair value gap. That's where I would go short from. Aim for sell side liquidity. Imbalance. That would get us on the other side of this node. Let's see. Let's see if it can. With our money flow is still green. Interesting. Here too. Yep, money flow is still green. True 7 trying to push back to the upside. Oh. By the way, did you guys say Piper happy birthday yesterday? I always wonder why the 21 instead of the 20. Push and pulley. Yeah, you can use 19, 20, whatever. Yeah, I mean, doesn't really matter. As long as you're consistent with it. I mean, yeah, pretty much it. I don't know, this looks like it might win a blast. Go for another one. Go for another push. Perhaps momentum doesn't keep up. If this gets a nice push again. And then potentially create a bearish divergence. So I don't see any bearish divergences leading into this, so this might actually push through these fair value gaps here. Shall see. What's that 15 looking like? Yeah. Trying to get back above weekly VWAP. Still got 4.5 minutes left on this candle, so yeah, that looks like another push. Be interesting to see where this 15 closes. Where are we at right now? 940? Holy crap. See, this is the 30. So if the 30, what about the 1 hour? I go back to the 30. So the 30 could create a fair value gap right here. So even if this does end up closing in the positive, be watching for a potential pullback into the fair value gap, maybe even to this high volume node right here at about $86,075, and then get a continuation push. Now, this would, if this doesn't continue and break these highs and instead kind of stalls out here, especially right here at the 786 at about $88,400, and you start putting in bear divs on the lower time frames, and there's just no momentum backing it, and your money flow is still kind of either flat or below the zero line as it's pushing up here, then this just looks like corrective price action that'll want to get swept. pretty much as we've been doing throughout this entire week. So, yeah. And that would actually come up into these swing VWAPs as well. And all this cluster of cells. Now, if it does blast through, that could be very short-term bullish. If it can make it through that resistance that's been holding us down for this whole week. We shall see. 15. Still very indecisive candle. Let's go and let's take a look on the inside here. Yeah, it's rejecting that weekly VWAP right now. You see momentum's riding high though. Might get that another push here. Does it want to come for session VWAP first? Let's see. Are we going to put in like a little low time frame ABC correction down to VWAP, slap on top of previous consolidation range, and go? That's what I would look for a potential long scalp to the high, to supply. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do this. Come on, Bitcoin. Let's do it. Solana, how we looking? It's going to be the same deal. Okay. Oh, look at that. It came up to that fair value gap. It's rejecting the fair value gap. Let's see what it does here on top of the previous monthly low. Context, sell, retrace. What do we retrace to? Holding us down at the golden pocket. This is typically a bearish rejection, but we are on the 1 minute, so keep that in mind. I was going to say we are consolidating underneath, which a lot of times you can get a blast off after doing that. We can see money flows really starting to come out here on Solana on the 1 minute with our momentum posturing towards the downside. True 7 below zero line. So yeah, if this gets that one little push, maybe come up to the Monday low. Or are we dying now? Which one is it? I feel like it's looking like it's wanting to push. But if it makes that push, and again, this just comes up and we start to see some rejection up here and some rollover down here under momentum, bearish divergence. And you got to be aware of the potential of a third drive higher before the top is actually in and you can go short. So what I'll look for in these situations is I've got this low here. So this is going to be a high, a low, a higher high. And I'll want to see this low get taken out. And I'll want to see displacement or high energetic, high volume candle on that breakdown. And a close, specifically, a closed candle below that low. And then take a short from a pool of liquidity within here. Usually a fair value gap or an order block. Combination of the two is typically a pretty strong level as well. But you just build your confluence off of that. You look for the shift in the market structure, which is breaking that low. And then you look for the push back into liquidity and a rejection. And then from there, it's short from the high and aim for the liquidity below, which is going to be lows here and here. I would like that one. Depending on where that high comes in, maybe you get a better RR on this. Tend to prefer at least a 2.5, but I like 1 to 3s. But I wouldn't mind a 1 to 2.5 risk to reward. But if you get all of that confluence happening at the same time, that's it. That's how I personally trade, is I just look for that shift in market. I look for two different things. I'm either trying to get a breakout trade. Well, I guess 3. A breakout or a breakout retest and continuation. That's typically what I like to do when it comes to your breakouts, though, at the same time. I don't really like to buy down here. I want to see it get a continuation. And if I can get that, then I'll enter and then ride to the upside to point of interest, taking profit along the way. Not financial advice, just how I like to do things. So the key is looking for that shift in market structure. Pushing to the upside. I want to see that break of the internal low. Retrace. Write it down to the other side. Same on the move down. See it come up. Break the high. Pull back. And then go. Take out the high. You'll see this pattern more often than pretty much probably anything else as far as like reversals go. My chinchilla and a mini weenie. Are you talking about my chinchilla? That's what people call this. I can hear David. I just refreshed it and it's not changing. That's weird. Yeah, the music wrecks your elephant ears. I get it. I look at the liquidity pool that runs the market, which is what? Happy 47, JR? Is JR 47? Highly doubt that. You guys are crazy. My love. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button while I got you. Number one way to support the channel, hit that subscribe if you are new and you like to learn price action and trading. All right, Bitcoin not getting there. Trying to get that push. That was just an example. We'll see. It's kind of looking a little, doesn't really look weak, at least not the money flow. Money flow is thick in the green. VWAP, consolidation. What's the NASDAQ doing? What are we doing over here? Ugh, what is that price action? What is this pattern? Is this I don't even know what to call it. If I could turn it sideways, it would kind of look like a tornado. A nader. Kind of looks like a nader, y'all. Got some equal highs up here. If anything is going to go after equal highs and equal lows, it's going to be the NASDAQ. And it's going to be the ES, or the S&P 500. It's going to be pretty much any of these, any futures contracts or markets. Equal highs, equal lows. That's where liquidity is resting. All the time. How are we looking across the board? Let's take a look. Let's go to our Blowfin perps. Again, market's pretty green, huh? ATH is pumping, leaving back some massive gaps. It is an altcoin after all. Jeez, nothing there. 4 hour. Look at that money flow. Just absolutely abysmal. Oh, that's looking pretty bullish though. But we are getting some nice volume on this candle. But it's less than this candle though. I don't know. I don't really like the structure of this low here. However, it is doing what I like to see. But you get that swing low, pop up, cross that. We'll see what it does here at the weekly VWAP. I don't know what this is. I'm just charting. Whatever this is, it looks like it's just been a nice slow rug pull. Jeez. Oh man, zoom out and it doesn't look so hot anymore. Does not look good at all. It's just straight line down. Aether. That's like how someone down here in the southern US would say ether. You got some Ethereum? You got any of that Erythrium? You ever heard of that Solano? IOU? Very similar price structure. Same with WIF. That momentum is just dead. Money flows in the red. True 7 below the zero line. I don't know. This feels very fake outy. Is that a candle body close on the 4 hour below the low? It sure is. The only thing that's going to get that would make me bullish, midterm bullish, is if they did something like this. Clearing this high and getting a pullback and getting continuation. That's the only thing that would make me consider swing longs or positional plays on altcoins right now. I do not buy altcoins when they are weak. Along with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin and altcoins are both weak, nope. Not touching them with the 10-foot pole. I like to buy strength, and then I like to feed my winners. Short alert. I've got a limit short. Wow, this is pretty messed up. I'm not touching this till this changes back. Yeah. LBC is teaching us to speak Southern. Pennant? Oh, the NQ? Yeah, I mean, kind of a pennant. Yeah, it's pretty much a pennant. Bullish pennant. All I see is liquidity up here. Now, if we take a measured move on this, well, there's two ways. We can do the opening of the pennant from the breakout that gets you barely above the high here. Flagpole. Ooh, are those equal lows? Uh-oh. That's not good. I think we're going to have to be careful for some high sweeps and then rollovers. Oh, yeah. This actually takes us all the way up here to fill or to tap this gap. We've got equal highs up here. We're leaving behind equal lows. I'd be very careful with. I wouldn't hold on to longs. I would be if I was in a long, I would be taking profit at each of these highs. Here, here, and here. I mean, back to Bitcoin. It's going to be these highs here and here. That's where I'd be looking to take profit. I was looking at these highs right here. We got some relatively equal highs up here, along with a nice imbalance up here. So I would definitely not be surprised if we got up there to that imbalance, because the market's got to balance itself out before it could move lower if it's going to move lower. I'm going to remove every single drawing. I do not care. I need a clean chart. Actually, my spaceman might be what's making this chart look worse than it is. So let's take that off. Okay. That's a nice rejection of that golden pocket main. What was that? Was that the 1 hour? No, that was a 30-minute. Yeah, 30-minute FVG, which will close here in the next minute. 20 seconds. Let's bring that down. It's actually a close below weekly VWAP. Rejection of the weekly VWAP. On the hourly. SFP? But it's not at a high or a low. It's in the middle of a range. Ooh. Look at this look at this gap. 1 minute. How we looking? Getting that ABC. Are you going to give it to us, BTC? If we can get this to do something like this, and for price to do something like this, clear this high, pull back, and then go. Or it can just go now. Because technically the ABC could already be complete, because you got ABC. You don't have to go for another leg down. But this is the 1 minute, so. Oh. All right, retesting anchored view or weekly view up, pushing through. Dang, he didn't even come down and give us the slap, bro. Relatively equal highs. Pretty much equal highs. And we'll see how that goes. But I've given you guys a little bit of my thoughts a little bit of what I look for, what I am looking for. Um, we just rejected that weekly VWAP. It's still the 1 minute though. But we did reject it on the hourly too. So be careful with longs, guys. With the Japan rate decision, with them deciding to hike, I mean, the market has more likely than not already priced that in, and we've already been seeing moves to the downside. But that doesn't mean we can't, on the high time frame, come down lower and take out our more macro low here. That's still what I am expecting. And that can change. We can invalidate that by pushing up here, back testing, and getting a continuation. If we do that, then I think we potentially are going into a dead cat bounce. I don't think we'll go to new all-time highs. I could be wrong. I'd be happily surprised. But if we start to push through here, you can see we don't really have a whole lot of resistance in this area in particular, all the way up to about 100K before we hit our first high volume node. And then this one up here is at about 111. So if this can get above right here at 92,685, 92,6, if it can get that push above, I don't know that we're going to come for that low. Becomes very unlikely, at least in the midterm. We don't really have a whole lot of news, much more going on until about November 9th and January 9th and January 13th. So outside of that, I mean, usually when you don't have a lot of news, that's typically bullish. Personally, I would prefer if we came down, swept the swing low, finished off the high time frame, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 structure, and then get the push to the upside. That's what I would prefer personally. But if we do this now, if we go now, that's what I gotta see. I gotta get above this, close above that, back test it, consolidate on top of it, something to prove that we're gonna hold that level. Because if we can hold that level, there's not much in our way, pretty much open air until about $101,000. So we'll see what Bitcoin does. Tomorrow is Friday. You guys know what that means that are LBCOGs. That means we give a random stranger a compliment. We tell them they have a beautiful smile or a pretty smile. We tell them they got some nice shoes. Oh, we like that shirt. Oh, I like that shirt. Where'd you get it from? Oh, that's amazing. And why do we do that? Because on Lunar Beaches Crypto, we like to preach kindness and care and honesty, transparency, and yeah, it's what we do. So join the Discord. Link is pinned in the chat or in the video description. If you guys wouldn't mind, please smash the likes on your way out. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. All set. Pick a song. Pick an outro. We could do our typical, here's an old school one. Here's from Markets After Dark from Piper Academy. This is FOMO Friday. We'll see what this sounds like. I don't even remember what it sounds like, but we can do our typical Thursday night little short dance party and yeah, go out and have a great Friday and a great weekend. So Thank you guys for joining me this evening. I do greatly appreciate you, and I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep and an even better weekend. Go out, touch some grass, use a stop loss, and use proper risk management. God bless. I'll see you all later. Mad love. Ride the waves. Peace out. Later. Bye.
Chart your chaos and Fibonacci gold. Whispers of Hermes and candlesticks bold. Gravity bends in the orbit of gain, but Eros and entropy play the same game. Hydrogen heartbeats, atoms collide. I built my altar on the 5-minute tide, staring through candles like constellations, searching for meaning in oscillations.
I asked the gods for signals and signs. They send me noise in symmetrical lines. The code is divine, the risk is alright. A quantum belief, a synthetic light. I asked the gods for signals and signs. They send me noise in symmetrical lines. The code is divine, the risk is alright. A quantum belief in synthetic light.
It's follow Friday, let the charts decide. Peptides still leverage, I won't hide. Neon priests in a digital sky. Worship the pump, let logic die.
FOMO Friday, my sacred vice. Trade like a curse, pay the price. No gods, just gains, no grace, just flame. But I still call your algorithmic name. Yeah. I carved your ticker in obsidian stone, tethered to Mars, yet traded alone. Eras laughs in the bull run chase, while Daedalus longs for the ATH. Binary prayers to forgotten kings. My soul is a stop loss on digital wings. I kiss the void and sign the line, then blame the stars when fate declined.
Echoes of data in Apollonian dreams. You promised control through chaotic extremes, but chaos is coded and I pressed buy, knowing full well that I could die.
It's FOMO Friday, I burn the chart. Offer my doubt to the gods of the dark. Molecules move and I feel the divine in one last tick above the line.
Follow Friday, let the madness flow. It's science, it's myth, it's profit, it's woe. I trade, I fall, I rise, I pray. It's Follow Friday, make me obey, yeah.
Is it Harp's birthday?
Make me obey.
Is it Harp's birthday?
Make me obey. Yeah.
Happy birthday, Harp. Is it your birthday? Wait, is it JR's birthday? Whose birthday is it? Is it anybody's birthday? What are we doing here? I don't know. Love you guys.
Static in my head, I'm awake before the dawn. Salt in my lungs, still I'm holding on. Every tide pulls me somewhere I don't know. I keep paddling out where the cold waves grow. Counting breaths like the currency, trading peace for velocity. I draw lines in the sand, they erase by noon. Guess the ocean never promised truth. If I sink, don't say I didn't try. I learned how to float by looking death in the eye. I'm a wave rider, low tide survivor. Heart beats louder when the night gets quieter. I don't need land, I don't need closure. I just need strength when the swell rolls over. If I crash down, let it pull me under. I come back louder, I come back stronger. Blue Suicide survivor, heart beats louder when the night gets quieter. I don't need land, I don't need closure, I just need strength when the swell rolls over. If I crash down, let it pull me under. I'll come back louder, I'll come back stronger. Silence sounds like sirens now, every calm feels like a countdown. If I'm drowning, let me learn how to breathe when it starts to burn. I'm a wave rider, scars in my way, still choosing motion over staying safe. If the ocean takes what I can't hold, I'll build a fire from the cold. Pull me under, break me apart, I'll rise again with a